Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
And no, that was never going to make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rivaldo stood his ground strongly. Threads one in, looking for options for movement. Drills one in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Thuram. Pepe. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Nicely weighted ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Gently done. Looking for the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hazard elects to cross. And he can thump it away. Thuram aims beyond the defence. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. And they've got a throw. Now it's Rivaldo. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. Rivaldo has it in a wide position. Punched away. He's having a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
De Rossi. De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Maldini. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shifted it to the flank, and it's Messi. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's been caught on it, great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. He's a sharp little ball here. Pepe. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Maldini. Rafael Varane. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And that could set him on his way. Girassi. Diouf. Rivaldo! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Maldini with the clearance. Rivaldo. And he's managed to get rid. Girassi. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Bellingham. That's a delicate pass. Maldini. Ah, he's given it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Beckham. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Milan really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Messi. And it's Seedorf. Gullit. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham standing over it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gullit. Now, can they get him away? And Czech pulls off a sensational save! it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ibrahimovic. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Substitution.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Now, can he find a finish? And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Maldini. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bullet, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And he's there to belt it away. And they're quick to get it back. Beckham under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a pretty loose pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pull it. Milan have a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
The two coaches
Number
are signalling
7.
changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the field. Number 4. Healer.
It's a goal
Number
kick.
22. Schneider. Substitution in progress.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Tries a deft little ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nice physical challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, can he get onto this? 1-0 as we head towards the end. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Donadoni. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Beckham. That's been slipped through. Pepe deals with that comfortably. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Hazard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he finish? And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitutions taking place.
Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that will be it. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan effectively played like two different teams.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Always onto this. Good ball, good take. Girassi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eze going forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they're back on the ball again. Beckham. Oh, sweet feet.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Girassi. Girassi! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. So the most significant moment of the game. That is some save from De Gea. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's hoisted clear. Goes looking wide. Quiaba are looking to go forward now. Girassi. De Gea claims comfortably. Knocks it into space. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now it's Girassi. Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Eze. Messi. Nicely aimed pass. Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a goal kick. Now it's Girassi. Threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rivaldo. Girassi. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And they're quick to get it back. Messi. Bruno Fernandes. It's Vinicius Junior. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Not the most convincing of passes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Messi. Oh, some astute defending there. Chouameni. Short changes him with that pass. Kalulu cuts it out. Messi. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Eze. Aimed beyond the defence. That's put paid to the danger. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Bellingham. Rivaldo. Looking for a runner. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Eze. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He'll try from distance! Oh, he's been caught napping. And here comes the corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And that should get the job done. Kalulu. Bruno Fernandes. Real chance! Sensational by Bruno Fernandes! Oh, it really is a finish of the height! And that is indeed the final act. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Milan can really do with...
He's having a pop!
Vinicius Junior really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Maldini tries to pass it through. Rivaldo has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. There's the shot! Eze. Now it's Girassi. And he's running through. Oh, super. And a chance! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rivaldo receives it in a good position here. Eze. So what can they make of this? Looking for the run. Van Bouten is there and he can get that clear.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24. Viene sostituito con il numero 10.
And he skips past his man. And it's Tchouaméni.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Beckham. Now, can they get him away?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Vinicius Junior, Eze, and he's lost his man here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender. He's having a hit! Well, there's the clearance. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Eze. And it's Beckham. Well, that's beautifully weighted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Tchouaméni. Zabarnyi. Looking to play him in. Messi. Beckham. Nice looking ball. Zabarnyi makes the interception. Opts for safety. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Rivaldo. Messi. Now it's Girassi. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away, and the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to retrieve it. It's a promising position. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Great vision. It's played through for him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Milan
Numero
are
9.
able now to make their
Numero 8.
substitution. It's been on the
Numero
cards for
17.
a few moments now.
Lasciano il campo per
Time and again
il
they are
numero 18.
repelled.
Il numero 19.
Oh, it's Bergkamp.
Il numero 23. Bale.
Bergkamp
Il
showed
numero
plenty of
5.
zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's the keeper's ball. Well, they can break here. Maldini calmly anticipates. Massaro. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bale scooting forward. And it's Olmo. Howson does well to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's fabulous. Van Bouten with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Kalulu.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Added
recupero.
time going up here, it's 3 minutes. This is a promising build-up. Now then, the ball's come loose. Massaro. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's going to slip through. It's Bergkamp! And that's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
That's everything you want.
De Gea claims it without any fuss.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, played right into his path. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's been cut out, well played. And he has been fouled there. Bayer claims comfortably. Turns back here, probably the best option. McTominay, and it's Bale. Drogba! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Could be danger here. Milan are looking to go forward now. Pass is just off target. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Out towards the flank. Crosses it in. Van Balten tries to clear. Nicely weighted ball. In again. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really
shapes to suit! McTominay, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's a pretty loose pass. Still goalless at the moment. McTominay. It's a really well-measured ball. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. McTominay. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rivaldo. It's played through for him. Puyol. Beckenbauer. McTominay. And here's Drogba. Bellingham. Rivaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played, well played. Cafu. Now McTominay. Now it's Drogba. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Here it is, crossed in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. Bale. Cafu. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That has ended up in no man's land.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he plays one through. Good ball, good take. Oh, important interception. And it's been hooked away. Cafu. And it's McTominay. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. Koulibaly. Silvestre. It's a searching pass. Cafu. Cannavaro. Now McTominay. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Delivers. Impressive jump. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Bale, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Bellingham. And it's Hazard. And here's Drogba. Look at the space here. Van Bauten. Rivaldo. Can he get it through? Duke being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Cafu is in a really good position out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Corner number 3 coming up. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Bale. Cafu. Massaro. Threads one in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And it's Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chips it through. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Maldini. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. In with the challenge. Hazard. Oh, no joy this time. And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Hazard. Silvestre picks it up out wide. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il numero 18.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. In he goes again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get rid.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rivaldo receives it in a good position here. McTominay. Saliba. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that was vital. Cafu. Now it's McTominay. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. Keeper has taken decisive action. Saliba tries to clear. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Now, he's got space here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now, the ball's gone astray. Saliba. Pass somewhat off target. Dani Olmo. Rivaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Looking to play him in. Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the number on the board is 3. That has not gone well. Rivaldo. Short changes him with that pass. And that will be it. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off.
He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Davids. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pele, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Roberto, bullish header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Now that's well seen too. Beckham. Pele. Now, can they get him away? He is through here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Chance, surely!
Great effort, but no way through.
Nicely shaped ball. Lampard. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's had a shot! Goal, Milan! The first significant strike. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That is not getting there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Pele. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pele.
Roberto Carlos.
Pele. And this is Pele. And it's hoisted clear.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And it's played... And a header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And it's Bellingham. That's going wide left. Girassi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Beckham, and they can counter here. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a good-looking delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. So what can they make of this? Davids on a strong run here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, they've got it again. Bale. He leaps for it! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Now it's Messi. He's gone for goal. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Pirlo plays it short. Driven in. And now they can spring out of defence. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And he's picked out the run. Bruno Fernandes. Girassi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's Davids. And once more he proves rigid and robust. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Foot in, whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, it's a little too ambitious to go directed goal from here, I think.
Cafu gets into a good position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries to play it through. Now it's Girassi. Great vision. It's Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tries to get it clear. Rijkaard. Now this could be a chance. Arsenal. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pepe clears without hesitation. Bellingham. Well, that has not gone well. Pull it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ambitious ball here. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 24. Lascia il campo.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Numero 10. Attenzione, una
Hazard in
sostituzione.
acres of space out wide. Cafu has it out wide and in space.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Just about up to the hour now. No, he's just misjudged that one. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Lampard. Bellingham. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Bale. And a chance! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 22.
So we have movement on both benches. Milan have their lead. Very nicely done. Davids. It's Xabi Alonso. And it's Bergkamp. Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Swings it across.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Arsenal
20.
get their
Lascia il
fourth
campo
corner.
per il numero 18.
Shot at goal! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Arsenal leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. But where it came, can he finish? Ibrahimovic, it could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Saliba gets it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Played out wide. Cafu has crossed into the middle, and he can thump it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Dani Olmo. And it's Beckham. That's good running with the ball. Dani Olmo! Dani Olmo! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! He's got himself an absolute peach. He has gobbled up his 20th goal. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That's an excellent interception. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now here's the delivery.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Now it's Bale. No, that's been intercepted. Dani Olmo. Xavi Alonso. Dani Olmo. Goes down, but nothing given. Looking to play him in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Getting up there! It is close, but that is the last of it. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence,
and Beckham! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Real chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So, a breakthrough already. He's a sharp little ball here. Low into the middle. De Rossi. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, nicely intercepted. Davids. Duke. And it's Lampard. Played into space. Well read, nice interception. Maldini. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. He slings it in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Davids receives it in a wide position. Getting up there! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Lampard. Schneider. And that has put paid to that. Beckham. Duke looking understandably energised after his goal. Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Well, played through for the wide man. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hazard. And he's had it nicked away. Hazard has it in a wide position. And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Oh, well played. And that was very necessary. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Brilliantly cut out. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Schneider. Oh, well measured. He's got away. Ibrahimovic. In by Ibrahimovic.
Well played and well cleared.
And he's there to belt it away. It's a pretty loose pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played out wide. Hazard. And he gets rid in a hurry. Beckham, who does have an assist to his name.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Beckham. That's put paid to the danger. And that's been won straight back. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero. Del Piero getting forward. He's found a way through. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Spread it left. Lampard gets his head on it! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And he's managed to get free. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Maldini does really well to win the ball there.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Davids. In with the challenge. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, now here's a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Schneider. Can he get it through? Oh, that's superb. Messi! And this is Schneider. Schneider unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The less said about that pass, the better. Not the most accurate pass. Diouf. This might... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch.
He's in one-on-one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Schneider. Barcelona could counter here. And this is Ibrahimovic. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Schneider. Defending was strong and firm. Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lampard. And it's Davids. Baresi does well to get it back. Passes short and sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pepe. Bellingham wins the duel this time. And he plays one through. And this is Forlan. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Baresi. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Hazard. Lampard. Chance here to counter. Davids receives it in a good position here. And he's managed to get rid. Milan have it back and can go again. That's the keeper's ball. And they can counter here. And this is Messi. And no, that was never going to make it. And the pass is intercepted. It's a searching pass. Dani Olmo. And now the breakaway into the last 5 minutes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Lampard. De Rossi. Davids. Look at the space here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Schneider looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And they are right back within touch! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of...